I had to save my son from psychosis and the system that was supposed to help him. So Isa gets admitted to the children's hospital that night. Other than feeling slightly confused and not being able to walk, he is himself. He's sweet and curious and kind and everything that we love about him. The next morning, apparently the same doctor that I had called to ask if we need to go to the ER was the doctor doing rounds that morning. She evaluates Isa. Her and a nurse or like a physical therapist or someone has Isa walk, and she looks at the person that's with her and goes, "Did you notice his toes?" And I'm looking at his toes, and his toes are kind of curled in, and he's having a really hard time walking. And I'm looking at their faces like, what do you mean? What does that mean? What do the toes mean? But they don't say anything, and I don't ask because I'm a nobody. I'm just a mom. If something serious was going on, of course, they would be the ones who would determine that. So she tells me, we should get an MRI, but our MRI techs aren't here because it's the weekend. It was Friday night. They won't be here until Monday. So we wait. In the 2 days that we were waiting, Isa started to babble. His speech was declining. Yeah? Okay, let's write it down. His personality was still intact, but there would be phases where he would speak kind of like a baby or like have gibberish. So I started giving him like his little writing board that he always carried around with him, and he could communicate. And what he communicated was, "I don't feel right." The next day, his condition continued to decline, and he was trying to talk, but he was completely unable to speak. I handed him his board and handed it back to me, and my heart just sank because it was gibberish. It was just circles and lines, and there wasn't even a letter that was discernible. Finally, Monday rolls around. I give him a kiss on the head, and the anesthesiologist says, "Don't worry, Mom, we'll take a really good care of him. We'll bring him right back to you." And what I didn't know at the time was that was the last time I would see Isa the way that he was.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. If you stretch that material, then it goes reverse.
When he came out of MRI, he was asleep. He woke up in a complete state of psychosis. And by that, I mean he was screaming about the wall should be a perfect right angle, and it's not. That he's a triangle, he's not a square. Something about wallabies. He doesn't want to be purple. He was just shouting completely incoherent statements. And at first, I giggled a little bit because I thought it was the anesthesia. I thought he was coming off of anesthesia. And after about an hour, I called the nurse and I said, "He doesn't seem to be coming out of the anesthesia. Like, I know people can be goofy for a while, but he's been going like this for an hour and he's screaming and he looks afraid." He's not coming back. And they said, "Well, I'll let the doctor know." Everyone reacts differently to anesthesia. So I just sat tight